Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to assemble a puzzle. That's right, still working on our puzzle. We started it earlier in the week. We're continuing. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the moat in the chat. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw those back at me. If you're not a subscriber, you can just say hi or a moat from another stream if you feel the need to do that. We appreciate that very much. I want to say hello to everybody that's out there. This is the intro portion. Aristofan's here. Hi, Aristofan. We are in the hangout zone here as we wait to see if we're going to get going, if we're going to get a few more bodies in the seats, as it were, and hanging out. Lastbrook is here. Hi, Lastbrook. But yeah, last night we had a good night. Thanks for everybody that was here for that. Playing some Hearthstone. Had fun with that. Yeah, I'm hoping we get a few more folks joining us. If not, that's okay. Um, yeah, so I on my off time, I was trying to assemble more of the edge of the puzzle, and I kind of got stuck and frustrated with that. And I decided let's just work on a section. So I pulled all of the anything that has blue in it, any piece that has any of the sky blue that's going to be in our photo here. So because there's different blue, there's the water blue, there's blue for a unicorn, but there's a sky blue. Um, so I pulled all the sky blue pieces, and then I realized, well, some of those pieces also are the roof of the house. Um, and I was like, well, if I have both those things, let me do that. Let me try to get a little bit done here. Can see if I can get a little bit of the roof of the house done. That seems like it would be a good exercise, of like me being like, okay, we can get this done. We can get these pieces going here. This feels like, I don't know, a good use of the evening and working on this. Can't tell the last time I did a puzzle. Can't tell you last time I completed a puzzle. So was it 1,000 pieces the right way to go? Definitely not. I should have gotten a smaller puzzle. And we're still going to knock it out of the park? You bet your ass we will. But yeah, we're just doing the old intro here, and then we'll get into building, seeing what people are up to. As I said, hoping to have a few more friends here hanging out with us. And if not, that's okay. It happens. Sometimes there's not a lot of folks hanging out. Sometimes a lot of people come by. Maybe people got their fill of the puzzle on Monday when I started doing it. I don't know. I got a good backlog of kits. I got some more coming in the mail. Um, that actually reminds me to check to see when Gohan is coming, folks. It's happening. It is literally finally happening. The Gohan model kit that I pre-ordered in June that was supposed to ship in October. The figurized standard. It's fine. Ultimate Son Gohan is arriving. This is the Gohan, the Z Sword era Gohan, close directly after the events of the Great Saiyaman arc, where he's been powered up. But there are also alternative parts for it that can be used to make future Gohan, the Gohan that trains future Trunks in the future. Um, and that is finally shipped. That is currently in transit. I am expecting it on Monday. Very excited about that. Of course, that was purchased with gift cards through USA Gundam Store sent by Harold. Thank you, Harold, for that. And because those were purchased with gift cards, that is considered like it was something bought off my wish list. And as soon as I am available to start a new kit, I will be building that kit. So I'm excited about that. So will this part of the video be called Mr. Blue Sky? Aristfan, you certainly call that. This is the blue sky segment here. Yeah, clear blue sky. Uh, uh, ELO is always in the heart. So, um, but yeah, I'm excited to finally have that kit coming. I should also check I have some Amazon stuff coming as well. In the and I want to check that real quick while I'm thinking of it. As we wait to see if a few more folks want to join us. We're just checking, we're hanging out here. Let's see. I got a cute little Lego set and a high grade model kit coming on Saturday. It looks like. Okay, that's good. Some stuff coming. Plenty of my backlog right now is very good. I'm very pleased with that. I've got 2 master grades, a few high grades, a few non-grades, that entry grade, a couple more things coming, and the Gohan coming. So that'll be good. All right, I'm going to put another tweet out, see if we can get a few more friends to join us. We'll go to the overhead and we'll start looking at this here. So, working on the sky and the roof of the house. It's puzzle time. It is puzzle time. Okay, got us up there. That's good. And yeah, and then let's go to the overhead. Also, you may have noticed this last night. I debuted the newness, which is a slight transition. It is not a direct jump cut. I have put in a very minuscule amount of delay, a fade on the transitions. Uh, and it's not much, but I thought it was neat. Okay, so this is the top here. This does not go to either edge, right? I haven't been able to do that, but this is where the sky is. You can see in the photo here, and we'll make the photo bigger. Um, uh, I have a large version of the photo on my other monitor. This is that for that, but you can see that there is a lot of blue sky there that reaches a lot of treetops, and then it also reaches this roof of the house here, which is red. And because of the black around the tiles of the roof tiles, this is a very unique red. That red is not the red that you will see um, uh, on uh, on the tulips. It is not the red you will see on the other flowers. Um, that is very unique to that style of the red. So of that red. So that should be pretty easy for us to be able to identify. And that's kind of like, yeah, that's today's objective. Is I also have a lot of sky pieces. All of these are anything that has any blue in it, including one piece that I don't think fits in right because I think this is the I don't know. But anyway, uh, excuse me. You can see a lot of blue has some tree elements around it, and because we don't have all of the frame here, some of this blue, we're not probably gonna be able to place, but we can get some of it done. But we're gonna start with doing the roof here. Um, so I think this piece of the roof is the chimney. You can see there is a chimney there. It's very small, but I'll enlarge this a bit here. There is a chimney right here. So there's sky into the roof. There's a tree here. There's a tree there. And then there's some leaves. So I think, oops, go. I think this is a roof piece. So I think that's going to go like right about here because that's where the roof, that's the, I should say, chimney, and that's the roof kind of tapering off there. So there's a piece in between. So we need to look for an in between, which could be this. That is it? That is. Okay, great. So there's our roof. Our roof goes from here to there with a little drop off there for the chimney. Um, I believe this is farther down. It should go like somewhere around there because that's going to be the tree directly next to it on this side. And I believe this is also in here. Is this? Ooh, wait, that would be great. Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. That's where that goes. So we're building out there. We can now try to build a little cross. We can try building down. We still have to find another thing here. I don't think I have that. That's going to be amongst all of our blue pieces. Is the blue? Is the? Ooh, we actually might not have that. But no, there should be some gray and some blue there. But it might be a pure gray piece of the chimney. But I don't know. So we're just gonna kind of figure stuff out here. You can see some of this is going to be the wall here and the wood that separates the trim that separates the roof from the side of the house. So that's going to all get connected. These pieces are all going to be kind of connected here. So let's see if this is. Does this go here? Nope. Okay. Does this go here? Nope. Does it go? Whoops. Oh. Oh no. That goes there. That goes there. Does it go this way? Yes. Ooh, nice. Okay, so that goes there. So then we see. Nope, that doesn't work. Does that work? Yeah. Ooh, yeah, it does. Okay. So that makes this easier. Couple down. Let's see. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. This might work. It does. Great. Okay, so that gives us a little indication of how that's going to go. Again, this is probably somewhere around here. So if we can get a connector, that would be good. Um, that goes there. That's great. Okay, so this piece here is not going to have much red in it, so we might not have that. That's going to be mostly brown. There might be a piece with a little bit of it there. So we're probably done there. I would love to get a piece here. Is that it? Yes, that is it. Okay, great. So this is our look. Here's the thing, right? This is a small little section, but very satisfying, Ristvan says it. And that's exactly what I was about to say. Ristvan, you beat me to it. This is so satisfying. Like, this looks like the picture. I'm looking at the picture I've blown up. This looks like what I'm trying to build, and it's coming together in some way, and it is, like, unbelievably satisfying to be like, okay, okay, okay. Like, this is huge. All right, let's try this. That looks like it connects. That's going to make this real weird. Wherever that is. That's a sky piece there. But that looks right. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Okay. Um, okay. So we've got some of this arch here. We need more arch. The arch comes down more. So I don't think this go. If this if this is the right piece, it doesn't look right. It fits in, but this looks really weird. So I'm guessing that's not right because it just doesn't look right. Yeah, but that's the arch here, so that might be like, I don't know. That's a weird piece. This feels right. Yeah, okay. I think that's right. It at least connects right. Yeah. Okay. So then, is this right? No, that's not right. Is this right? No. And then this doesn't seem to be correct either. No. Okay. All right. Is that right? That kind of. Yeah, okay, because it arches and then goes there. So that's right. Okay. Now, where this goes, I don't know. This has some of the arch here. Above the house. It has some of the red. That okay. Oh, all right. That's where it goes. Great. Okay. This is hugely satisfying. This is the most probably we're going to get out of the roof here because maybe we can start going through some of our blue here to see if we can find a blue that hits this and also has some gray in it. If we can do that, then we can build the chimney portion, which would be awesome. Is it the same gray? No, that's a different gray. Okay, so not that. Um, so the harder thing is going to be the other thing we're going to try to do is we're going to try to take this and build down from it. So we've got blue that's going to go all throughout here, and there's obviously the treetops. So there's going to be blue around those treetops. So we've got a lot of like stuff like this, and we'll hopefully be able to start filling some stuff down. We can start looking at things that like connect together and look right. I don't know if I have a if I found a red piece here that also has a little bit of blue. I don't know if I did. And this looks like this is going to be like here somewhere maybe. This might be the tree leading into that, like maybe. That could be that. That could be the blue that's in between. Some of that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So right now I'm just kind of pulling all the blue stuff we have out here. Like I said, I would love to find this piece that is blue and has a little bit of red in it. That would be great. Also, it would totally make sense if I don't have every piece in here that I need because I did sort through all of this, but I'm sure I missed something. Like there was something that I was like could have been the right piece and I just didn't pull it. Betsy DeVos resigned. Yeah, I didn't know that. We're going to see a lot of people resigning so that they don't have to uh, have anything to do with the 25th Amendment. So they're going to be heading for the hills. So they can be like, well, when that happened, oh, that was the last straw for me. And in some instances, but in other ways, they can go, you know, it just at a certain point, it just made sense for my family. But yeah, it's mostly people who are just like, I don't want to deal with that. I believe this is next to the tree, I want to say. But um, yeah, you're going to see people resign and try to get book deals. But that is also, as men, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's total bullshit. This isn't like the events of the past days made me rethink. It's just people being like, I don't, oh wow, this isn't gonna go good. I don't want to be in the. There's people who are like, I don't want to be considered a Pence person. I want to be considered a Trump person. That's all this is. But also, good riddance. See you later. Ooh, is oh folks, oh folks, there's a little bit of red right. Yeah, we found it. That is the chimney that leads into the branches there, the leaves there. This is the tree. This is the branches above. That rules. Um, we might be able to find a blue piece that has just a tiny bit of gray at the bottom that goes right here to complete that. That would be nice. There might also be, probably this piece doesn't have any red in it because it's like basically probably got cut off in the chopping process. But if we can find something with a little bit of gray, a tiny bit of gray that goes up here, that'd be a great indication. But that is progress, and I'm very happy to have that. I'm just going to pull out all the rest here. This is all anything I could find that had blue in it, this sky blue. Hello, welcome, Chef. Happy to have you here. This is the Build With Baer Workshop. We are primarily a model kit and Lego building stream, but for the first time ever, I'm doing an Animal Crossing puzzle, and I don't know why, but I am. I'm not 100% sure. I included this. This has the tiniest amount of blue, like an impossibly to see amount of blue in it, and I was like, I guess I'll pull it. But yeah, right now we're working on the sky here because we got as far as we can go with this roof of the house. But the sky felt like a thing we could tackle because I'm still like, you know, oh, I was about to say that. I will. I'm still piecing together my strategy. That was not meant to be a pun. I literally, as you could tell, I stopped myself as I was about to say the pun. But it's true. How big is the puzzle as far as area? So Lord Crashington, also hi Lord Crashington. I don't know. This is so I know that there are edges here to go there. So we'll pull back here. I know that this is longer than this, and I don't know how deep it is. Like I couldn't finish the edge. I didn't give up. I did. I gave up on working on the edge for a little while. So like I don't know the dimensions of it. I know it's 1,000 pieces. So like I don't know how far the sky is to the from the roof of the, and I'm using my finger to point at something you can't see, but whatever. That roof looks big for such a small part of the picture. That's the thing. Let's see. Let me show you a thing that I built as a reference. Um, so here's the reference of, yeah, this is a good reference. Here is how big this is. So 4 pieces across, about 4 pieces across is that little bit of path directly in front of the bridge. So that stone bridge, yeah, the scale of the puzzle versus the reference image has been messing with me. Yes, Lashbrook, totally true. So that is 3 pieces plus a little bit of, yeah. So I'll do that from here. So from here, so it's basically 3 and a portion is a very small amount, like a very small amount. So I actually don't know how many pieces it is from the roof to the skybox. I do know that the roof hits Um, basically, yeah, I do know that this is like kind of like let's see. So halfway through the roof is like here. So this is actually like this. I think. I think this is where it is relation to the sky. I think. Um, I wish I had been able to complete the edge. I just haven't been able to get the edge done because completing the edge would let me know, like, let me judge better how far things are. But that's kind of, I think, where we're at. Is this goes like this, that goes there. Um, so we've got all of our any blue piece I could find or any piece that had blue in it, especially pieces that had blue and green in it, and we are going to try to make some make some stuff happen. Um, and as we go, it'll get easier, just like this got easier. But it's rough, yeah. As I said, 1,000 pieces was an ambitious way to start, and certainly not the best place to start. But you got to start somewhere. So we'll just start somewhere. Now this is where I don't. So I'm thinking what might be a good idea is to, well, first off, I'm going to try to find a piece of the piece that has blue in it and has a little bit of gray in the bottom to get the top of this chimney. That would be awesome if I could find that. It's going to be difficult to find that because I've got so many pieces here, but I would love to find that piece because it will let me build up because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm going to try to build up from here. Hey, what's going on, Blue? Uh, guessing this will be the longest project so far. This could take a very long time. I mean, like, the edge is difficult, but like now it's down to like sections. Doing this alone is a choice that I'm making, and doing 1,000 piece puzzle is again a choice I'm making. But yeah, so I think we're gonna try to build up from here. So I don't know. Right now, I'm just kind of looking around here. I'm kind of looking through the pieces that I have out that all had blue in them, looking for something that has a little bit of this gray, but I don't know if I'm going to find that. Um, and then there's stuff like, oh, is this the piece? No, that doesn't look right. Okay. So it's like, oh, is this the piece? No, that doesn't look right. Okay. Like, no. Like, there's just stuff like that where you're kind of just making educated guesses here. Once, oh, Blue's gotten back into Gundam building recently. Hell yeah. And once you get chunks done, it should get easier to connect them and have it come together after the slow start. Yes, I have a couple puzzles I bought from Kickstarter. I need to do magic puzzles. They look pretty cool. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's just like, um, does that go together? No. It doesn't go together clean. Doesn't feel right. So no. But yes, once I get like sections done, the problem is there's just too much. There's just too many trees. There's too many different kinds of trees in this that are just going to be like there's just so much that just looks the same. But yeah, if I can get some chunks together, then they'll start to like make a lot of sense and look right. Uh, but yeah, right now I'm just kind of like, huh, does that go there? Oh, does that go there? No. That doesn't go there. Does it go there? No. Okay. Like that's kind of what I'm doing, which is not the best method. Like one piece at a time is not the way to do this. Uh, that does that seem? Yeah, I think that's right. I think that piece belongs there. Yeah. No, that's a. I don't know. I'm keeping this here for now. I don't actually know. It rocks back and forth. I don't like that. Shouldn't rock back and forth. Like if I take this piece out, oh, that does kind of rocks back and forth. I guess. I don't know. That didn't. This doesn't feel right. I'm gonna put this right there. Doesn't feel right. Lots of sky and trees in the background. The foreground stuff has more variety in it. Yeah, like the dress I could try to fit together. Bow I could try to get together, but it's like the deer. But yeah, doing this is definitely going to be a bit of a challenge. Um, but I'm up for that challenge. So yes, right now I'm just kind of like looking at pieces, trying to like build up. I could also tackle from the top if I wanted to, so I might do that if this is starting to feel like I'm not making any headroom. It might be time to tackle the top and move down. Um, let's see, this has mostly green, a little bit like there. Like this is probably somewhere over there. But yeah, like right now, it's just kind of like looking at this, seeing if it fits, seeing if it makes sense, and kind of just going from there. But it's a slow process. Uh, this is a wonky piece, so I'll leave that for now. That might make sense later. Uh, yeah, so right now I am looking to just kind of build up. I'm looking for the right pieces that would fit into any of this here, any of these. By just kind of going through, taking a look at them, giving them a shot. As a kind of a different shade of that blue. Uh, and then, oh yeah, that's okay. So this goes here. Yep, that's right. Okay, that looks right. I mean, I'm saying that's right, which would indicate that this is going to be, there's going to be some more grass here that would connect. We're going to give it, we're going to take this and we're going to give it a shot to see if it fits into this. No, that's not right. Okay. But hey, maybe it was going to be right. Maybe that was going to be the end there. I assume it's not. But yeah, we got that piece that feels good, and that also indicates that there's going to be some more green up here, and that there's going to be some green over here, which is probably right. There's a little bit of blue right here. There should be a little bit of blue right here, and it should transition right into green. So, but yeah, that looks right. Uh, and again, I might be wrong on some of these. Kind of just going with it and seeing how she looks and she feels. But I could be wrong, and I mean, I'm not going to be happy if I'm wrong. I want to be right. I want to nail it, but I'm going to understand if I got it wrong. Let's see. In the second hour, I'm going to be talking about new anime because there's some new anime, and I've been watching some of the new anime, and I've got thoughts and opinions. I can say right now that there are two shows that are I have decided are for me. For me. Um, I like to pick out a couple shows. This is a new thing I've been doing where there's a couple shows I'll talk about in the bigger videos, like the bigger Pat Bear's Anime Club videos, but I'm not watching them like on a deadline. Uh, One of those is because like it's so deep into the show and there's so many like twists and turns that it's like kind of a hard thing. Like ReZero is a little bit of a hard thing to talk about for me anyway, so I'm kind of choosing not to do that. Um, but then there's a show like, where does this go? I don't even know where this came from. Um, Quintessential Quintuplets 2. That's a Thursday show. I have right now, of the anime that I'm watching, uh, basically, I try to do the shows that came out since the last stream that I have, right? So, um, on Thursday, I talk about stuff that came out on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Saturday, I talk about the stuff that came out on Friday and Saturday. On Monday, I talk about the stuff that came out on Sunday and Monday. Sometimes that works out great. Other times it works out kind of rough. Like right now, nothing I watch them talking about comes out on Wednesdays. One thing comes out on Tuesdays, and three things come out on Thursday. So during the day on Thursday or into the evening, I, to be able to talk about them, have to watch three shows. And that's a lot of shows. Uh, so I can't add a fourth one. So Quintessential Quintuplets comes out on Thursdays, but I'm going to watch that when I can, which will probably be on the weekend. It might even be Sunday because uh, um, I have a lot of stuff to watch on Friday and Saturday. Also, I might watch Quintessential Quintuplets tonight. I don't know. But I probably wasn't going to talk about that long term, week to week, and I think that's okay that I'm not going to. I think that'll be fine. I don't think people are going to miss my commentary on that show. Um, but it does feel like now that there are some things that having some things that are for me. I like. I like the idea of having things that are for me. I think this is going to go in between the trees. I think this is like one of those pieces that lives between the two trees, and that's not part of this thing. This is definitely the edge of a tree, but I don't know which tree it is because there's a bunch of them. Put that over there. This is. This could be. This could live over here. This is like somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where that goes. Put that over there for now. Again, this is like the green of a tree thing and the sky. I don't know. But yeah, there's a mix of different stuff. So like uh ReZero, Quintessential Quintuplets. I think those two right now are the shows that I'm just going to watch when I watch them, and it's not a thing that I'm going to talk about week to week. And then there are a few shows that I'm like not in the mood to watch that maybe I will later, but right now I'm like, meh, I don't know. Like today, I didn't watch the first episode. I don't know if and when I'm going to watch it, but there's the side story for Cells at Work. The second season of Cells at Work came out today, but also another company is producing Cells at Work Code Black, which is the Dark Side series. It is different characters from the original and inside a different body and things are not going well. It is a drama more than it is a comedy. Where the other one is a comedy with a little dramatic elements. This is a drama with maybe a couple comedic elements. And I was just like, I don't know if I want that. I don't know if I want that in my life. That is not necessarily the kind of vibes I'm looking for right now. So I'm gonna skip it. Uh, maybe I'll watch it later in the season. Also, I'm sure I'm gonna drop stuff because like I'm gonna talk about. Let's see. Let me look. Um, I'm gonna find out for tomorrow or for Saturday. Like, so I'm a spider. So what? I don't like the CG in it, but I liked the preview, the stuff I saw in the preview episode. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll check that out. Bottom tier character Tomozaki. Bottom tier character Tomozaki. I don't know. It seems okay, but it doesn't seem great. Like the premise seems kind of interesting. Uh, this is like a dude who's just like got himself. Basically, it's a high school boy who got a life coach, and it's like a romantic comedy. And I'm like, okay, that might be great. It might be terrible. Um, so I don't know. Back Arrow. I bet Back Arrow is bad, but Back Arrow has mechs in it, even though there are no fucking mechs in the trailer to Back Arrow. The main character's name is Back Arrow. It's terrible. There are no mechs in the trailer, but it is supposedly a mech anime, so I'm gonna watch it to at least see with the fucking mechs. Also, Annie Chart doesn't have anybody listed as having the show, so I don't know if anyone picked it up. Ooh, this is a side piece. I missed this. Wait, that's weird. Oh no. Okay. Does this go? Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. I had missed a sky piece, and it fits right there. That's bad. That makes me second guess all of my side pieces because I wonder, or sky pieces because I wonder if any of these are wrong. We'll find out, I guess. Yikes. Is the MC follows refresh button? Uh, Lord Crescent says anything you're sure will bomb. So it's a hard category. That's a hard thing to say because everyone's tastes are different, right? Like, um, uh, like I hope that nobody is fucking watching the bad Edge Lord anime, something healer. I forget what it's called. I hope no one. I'm gonna look it up. I hope no one's watching that because that sounds like a bad anime, and I don't want. I don't want to support it. So let's see. Let's see. What is healer? No. What? Heal? Is that right? No, I don't know where it is. Oh, it's not on the schedule yet. It's coming out. Oh, it hasn't aired yet, so it doesn't show up on any chart. Whatever. That thing since hi Sin, you spent an hour on that, and I wondered, was there another piece? Uh, oh yes, yes, Sin, you're not wrong. Hi. Yeah, no, I definitely like missed a thing on this section, which is fun. But that's also not gonna be the last time we find that I had an edge piece that I didn't know existed. Um, so I don't know if anything's gonna bomb. I know things will like there are things I'm not watching. Uh, there's a new volleyball anime. I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm not in the mood for another sports anime. I'm gonna have to hear that that show is great to give it the time of day, because it's kind of remarkable that I fell in love with Haikyuu, but I did fall in love with Haikyuu, and now I don't know if I've got it in my heart to fall in love with another anime uh, about another volleyball boy anime. I just don't know if I got it in me. So, uh, and there's some idol stuff that I have no interest in watching because I don't particularly like idol shows. Um, I'm wondering if World Trigger is going to have an audience. I have no idea. That's another show I'm going to watch on my own, I think, or I'm going to wait on watching and wait to try to watch a few of them at once. Um, because I don't know if people remember World Trigger. There were a ton of episodes that came out over a 3 year period, and then it went away forever, and then it's back with a season 2, and I don't know if anyone cares. So I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I'll be honest, I was scrolling through Funimation and saw it and was tempted. Yeah, so the healing one uh, seems bad. The volleyball one, like I said, the volleyball one could be good. I just don't think I have. Oops. Oh no, I don't think I have it in me to try out another volleyball story. Maybe I do. Wait, where did this go? Maybe I've got it. Maybe the volleyball love was in me all along. Um, uh, the two ones that I'm like, I wonder if I'm going to drop this right away are X-Arm. I feel like X-Arm is a show I'm going to drop right away because I haven't seen any of the art, but the premise is kind of interesting, but also may be complete dog shit. So I could see myself being like totally like, no, this is not what I want to watch. Why am I doing this? What am I doing? Um, and then Kimono Jihen and Dr. Ramu. Kimono Jihen and Dr. Ramu, Mysterious Disease Specialist, both seem like the same story, only one's a detective and one's a doctor. It's like a weirdo goes to a small town and meets a local weirdo that helps them solve mysteries. And so it's basically feels like the same plot, only one of them is a weird doctor and one of them is a weird detective. I'll give you the secret. The one with doctor in the name of the show is the doctor. That's a pro tip from me to you. Um, but I don't know. I don't know if like there's a bunch of question marks on this season. Uh, yeah, like I said earlier, is World Trigger like is that gonna be good? Is that gonna be something that people are like, oh fuck yeah, more World Trigger? Finally, I've been waiting for it. Like I know about it, but I don't know if other people do. Uh, so I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. Uh, the jobless reincarnation uh, anime seems like I have heard that it is a very typical overpowered main character isekai, but the supporting characters are really good. Um, and there's I don't want to call it a twist, but like there is a variation on the theme that apparently people really like. So I am interested in that show. Uh, we were making some good progress here on the roof. I felt real good after doing the roof, but now I'm like, I don't know where these sky pieces go. I don't know what any of this does. I don't know how this comes together. Yikes. I would love to find this piece because that would help me build this up. Or this piece. Like, what's this little deep curve going here? We're really gonna have to jut out to fit into there. Uh, Those would feel good to get, but I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of connectors on these pieces are not varied in size, so it looks like they could fit anywhere. Yeah, Lord Crashington, I wouldn't disagree with that statement. There's a bunch of these, like this, just one of those things where I'm like, this feels like it will be obvious where this goes, or like this piece will be kind of obvious. But there are a lot of pieces like this. There's just a lot of pieces are like this. This just feels very typical. This seems to be an issue with 1,000-piece puzzles. Yeah, I mean, like I said, this was an ambitious choice, and one could say a foolish endeavor to start with 1,000-piece puzzle. That I could have found a anime or video game or something that I've built on stream themed puzzle that was much smaller. And the fact that I was like, it may be useful to separate out the pure blue from the blue and green pieces. Think of the blue and green as the board or the sky space. Yeah, yeah, that could be helpful. If I just kind of put some of these here and some of these over here. Um, the problem is that like it's the border of it and also where the trees are and it's yeah. There's a lot going on here. Um, uh, there's a lot going on here. Um, I wouldn't mind trying to find this color green for the leaves that go up here. That wouldn't be bad if I could find that. Um, but any less foolish than Dan Reichert's insane Mountain Dew purchases. So no, here's the thing. This is way more foolish than that. Dan is stocking up on a beverage that he likes that he can't find. That is that is while it is soda and inherently bad for you, that is a version of self-care. That is looking out for you. That is Dan saying, this is a thing that will bring me modicums of joy, and having a hoard of this will make me feel something. So I give up to Dan for realizing that the material thing that he can purchase in bulk that will make him feel better is soda. Uh, Dan hasn't tried it yet. So that's fucking different, Sin. Sin, you just gave it context. That's a different fucking story. If Dan hasn't tried the soda and he just bought a ton of. You don't buy a lot of something you haven't tried. That's like if I had bought 20 puzzle pieces. What if I had bought every not puzzle piece, every puzzle I could find because I was like, I'm going to build puzzles. That's going to be my new thing. Have I built puzzles on stream before? No. I'm going to buy a ton of puzzles. Slowbird says, LAO. Yeah, that's a different story if Dan hasn't tried it. If Dan was like, you know what I really like? This one soda. You know what I can't find? This one soda. Oh shit, it's that one soda. I'm going to buy all of it. That is a different story than I haven't tried it. Better buy a ton of it. Hope I don't hate it. Imagine if GB bought a lot of that ranch soda before trying it. Yes, that ranch soda. Oof. Um, so that's the thing. If he hasn't had it, that's just nonsense. That's a different layer of thing, right? Like that's a whole other layer of bad. Like that's just like a bad choice. Uh, and I don't appreciate I appreciate it less than I did a minute ago when I thought Dan was just following his bliss and getting a bunch of soda that he likes. But no, Dan is hoarding soda. He doesn't know if he enjoys it or not. I've definitely stocked up on soda I like that's hard to get, but yeah, I've never tried it. If you never tried it, it's silly. That's the thing. Like you're like, oh, this is my favorite thing. It's hard to find in places. Oh shit, they've got it here? Oh shit, okay, well I'm here and they have it, and I've got a vehicle. Time to fill my vehicle up with sodas that I have purchased. Like, okay. Alright, so this might not be right. I actually think this isn't right. Oh no, there is green that goes all the way there, but is that green? This this piece seems to fit perfectly right here. This seems to be great. but it also doesn't feel right. Oh no, that is dark. Oh no, that's dark green. Okay, this might be right. That is a dark green there. Ugh, I don't know. Let's see him having nothing better to do. I'm sure it'll be a stream thing. Yes. Look at that. Front wise, 7 pairs of shoes I like. Exactly. Puzzle time. How's it going, everyone? Hello, welcome, Shax. Looking along the strip of blue, there are 2 places that only a very narrow piece would fit in. Uh, yeah. So this is the thing. It's going okay. So I on Monday I started this puzzle and we started working on the edge, and that was going pretty good. And then today we started doing the roof of the house, which it came together. We did the roof. We did the roof and we did some of it up there. Now we have a lot of blue pieces here. The sky box is kind of like what we're looking to do here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to get this skybox here. I'm going to try to build down. So I think that's the goal. I was trying to build up from this, and I don't feel great about that. It might be easier to build up from there, so maybe we can just try to see if we can find some pieces that fit here. So maybe we'll do that. We'll do this for a little bit here. If it's not panning out, if we're not making any good connections here, then maybe we'll move up. Because there is this part of the house here does go up high on the blue. So we can get a little more blue here, it looks like. Over here, it looks like we're going to have a mix of things. So, probably not, but I don't know. Hey, Allie Dave, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. So yeah, so I don't know how well this is going to go. The plan here is just kind of like, let's see if we can fill in some of this blue, and then we will, if not, we'll try to build down. We can try that as well. Definitely need some sky blue here. This is like the cloudy kind of blue sky thing going here. But yeah. Oh, and Shax just redeemed for the gong. Shax wants me to hit that gong, so I'm going to hit the gong. Thank you, Shax, for using your channel points on the gong. Here we go. Oh, let me make sure we get lined up right. Gong time, indeed. All right, so yeah, so right now we're just kind of putting some sky, like, yeah, just kind of seeing if I can figure out any way to get any of these to work here. Kind of build up. It's not feeling great. Harold is now hosting the stream. Thank you. Oh, Shax wants me to hit that gong. Our Lord Crashington hit that gong redemption. So let's do that. Also, and then also, Bless You is here. Hi, Bless You. Also wants me to do that gong. I'm going to hit the gong 2 more times. And thank you, Harold, for hosting. Appreciate that. Oh, that was a bad one, so I'll do it again. This is Lord Crashington's. All right. And this is Bless You's. That one was good. All right, that one felt good. Okay. Put the whole thing there. We did it. Got more gong. Triple gong tonight. Okay. That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. We might jump to start doing the top here, as I'm attempting to find some pieces here. That I already know that's not gonna be good here. So this has got some green in it. I don't know if that's gonna be good. This is probably a tree one. I'll put that over there. Slow Bird wants me to hit that gong. Can't stay. Just want to drop in a host. See you Saturday. We'll see you Saturday, Harold. Thank you. Solid gongs. Thank you. And then, yes, Slow Bird wants me to hit the gong as well. And I will hit the gong, the 4th gong of the night. That one felt good, too. Great. Yep. And put that there. Okay. All right. Let's keep working on this. See if we can find some stuff that's going to connect these things together. Feel good about it. Every time Pat places a piece, we hit the gong button. No, Slow Bird! Don't use up all your channel points on gongs. Especially if I feel like I've been. You can. I mean, what do I care? You can. You totally could do that. All right. There's a little bit of green in this one, so we'll put that over here. Very tiny amount of green in that one. I mean, this is definitely not the way to do it. Just like shoving pieces in to be like, does this fit? No. Weird. Weird how that doesn't fit. Weird how me just going like, is this it? No. It's the wrong shade of white or of blue. So there's no way that it will work. Weird. I'm not getting tilted. Going for every time we see a match. All right. Uh, fine. uh, yeah, this isn't like me playing against a res priest. Fine. Someone could do it. I put this piece goes here. I found the piece that goes here. If you want to gong me, you can gong me. I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep an eye on chat. Try to find the next piece. But yeah, that piece fits there. That is the right piece. Well, I don't want to say no rocking because there's always some rocking with doing these, but if it's good. Lord Crashington wants me to hit. Oh, Lord Crashington getting tricky with me. I went to grab it, Lord Crashington. You got me. Congratulations. You want me to play the soundboard? Well, sure. Soundboard. You got me. You really did get me there. I was like, oh, time to get that gong. Wait, nope. No, I'm not. All right, so now we have total other pieces to do here. Try to find this piece that's going to connect these two together. See if we can do that. Punked. Yeah, I get totally punked by Lord Crashington. Just nailed me to the fire. This isn't right, but it look like it could be. This isn't right. Look like it could be. This isn't right. Didn't look like it could be. Went for it anyway. These aren't right. This will also be great because I'll go through a bunch of these and be like, oh, this does not fit together. This is the wrong piece. Cool, 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 cool. It looks perfect, but it is not. Cool, 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 cool. Who knows, though? Nope. 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 And then, of course, in a little bit, we will take a pause for the cause, and I will talk about ways you can support the channel if you'd like. Various methods to do that. I will talk about the shows I've been watching, some of the anime stuff I've been checking out. Of course, because we're in the new season, I had some new shows to talk about. Excited for that. Some second season stuff. Two of the shows I'll be talking about are the second seasons of shows. One show I'll be talking about is a continual show, and then or an ongoing, and then a brand new show. So we get a little bit of everything. Imagine if these matches you find are the wrong pieces later. Yeah, I mean that's the thing, right? This looks perfect, but what if it's not? What if I'm just like I'm trying to find a piece that goes here, and there's no way a piece could go here. Like that is a totally believable. Like I said, I had a missing piece up here. It looked right. It wasn't, but it did look right, which is a bad sign. It's not right. Okay, it's not right. That's not right. That's right. Hell yeah. That one was right. That makes me feel good because it makes me think this is right. If that fits there, it shouldn't otherwise. So, hell yeah, we did it. Right. That's not right. That's not right. There should be some green in this one, probably. So, nope. 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 I did check to see if that's going to be in there because I have no idea how it's going to go from there to there. So, there. Just going to try a bunch of these to see if I can connect them. It's some progress, but you know. Oh, no, that clearly didn't look right. If there's a pieces that can go into more than one conveniently, it's a flaw in the design of the puzzle, in my opinion. I do not disagree with you. But also, like, sometimes they go in, like, technically you could say this fits, right? If you look at this piece here, you could totally be like, this fit. It went like this. It didn't fit. There's a bunch of space right here. There's a huge opening right here, and this isn't natural. This doesn't actually fit in this space, but it does go in like this. It won't work around it, but this definitely looked kind of right. It's not right at all. So like that's nice that I can at least acknowledge that. That I'm like, okay, well I went to go put that there. It totally didn't work. That's not the right piece for that spot. It's like, good. Okay. Can move on to the next thing. Trying the next ones. Good. Is that right? That is right. Okay, that is right. Great. I'm going to try to get something that has some green in it. That is this green that's going to go in there, but it'll be mostly blue into green right there. That seems right. So it'll be some of, let's see, it'll be like a light green. No, that looks more like, the bushes. So it's not that green. Is it like this green? No, that looks more like the bushes. That also looks like, oh, that might be right. No. Yeah. Hmm. Uh. All right. So no. Looking for like a light green that's gonna hit that part there, but I don't know if I can see that anywhere. That also fits this piece. This is actually the interesting piece here. So I think like I can kind of get a sense of what that has to look like. A piece that's going to fit into this spot has like it has to, I don't know how to describe it. It's got to be a pretty unique piece to fit in there. So I'm going to look for kind of like these spots these that have like a unique divot in them. Like almost like this, but not quite like this. But if this was like even on both sides, it would fit in there. Because this is a little bit like the Wu-Tang W, I would say. It's a little Wu-Tang in there. So it's got to be kind of an odd looking piece to fit in there. That's my guess. I don't know. It also exists a possibility that, as I said, I sorted all this and tried to pull out all the blue. I might have fucked up and not pulled out all of the ones that had blue in it. So it could be in another box, which is a for real possibility that bothers me endlessly. But it's totally possible. No, that's not going to go there. All right, that's not going to go there. That's going to go there. I don't see any piece that fits this weirdness, so maybe I'll move on. We can start moving to up. We can start building up here. Uh, this tells me that this is the lower green there, which makes me think that there's going to be more green up here, but maybe not right there. So maybe not like immediately green, but it's coming. But this is at least going to be blue into green. So no, it's not that piece. I was like, oh, that would be hilarious if I was like, there's a little bit of green, so like, probably like right this. It's like, no, not that either. Uh, nope. Nope. Blue with some green in it is what I think we're gonna have here. No, that doesn't feel right. That's not right either. Might be good to go for a tree that's in the corner to give you more to figure with. The blue pieces go next to them. Yeah, I mean that's like trying to like figure out this tree that goes here could be interesting. Like the blue that comes like basically trying to build off of this makes some sense because this there's going to be a tree that goes like this right here, and so there's blue here, so we can kind of build off this. So it might make sense to try to go sideways here into the tree and build off of it instead of trying to go up or over. That might make sense. But either way, we're going to take a pause for the cause, folks, and we'll come back to this in a second. Um, if you are currently a subscriber to the Build With Baer Workshop, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the scythe emote in the chat. It is a great way to let me know that you're here and let people know about the coolness of being a subscriber. You can use Cash Money. You can use your Twitch Prime token. You can use your you can link your Amazon Prime Gaming thing like that. You could gift a sub. It's January 2021. We have no gifts. We only had a little bit of cheer. Last night, Meg gave us a cheer, which was very nice. Bits and coins always appreciated. Gifting subs to the community is a great way to show support. So you could always consider doing that. But yeah, throwing those emotes in there, great way to support what I do. I'm going to quickly go through some ways you can support the channel, and then we'll get back to building. Then we get Nightbot opened up here for my commands. I have a Patreon. Joining my Patreon is an alternative to joining me here as a subscriber because there's cheaper tiers. There's a $1 tier and a $3 tier. So there's more options that way if you want to support me, but that's not how it goes. You don't feel like using Twitch. Also, I dropped some frames before apparently. Sorry about that. Just noticed it. Let's see. Direct donations. Direct deposit. Direct donations is another way to support what I do, so I can keep buying model kits and continue to do things. If you're watching this later on YouTube, what's up, YouTube? You can see all of these in the show description. All these links that I'm talking about. If you're watching this on the VOD, just open up chat and you can follow along with all of them there. But yeah, I have some direct donation stuff because everything I make through Patreon, through Twitch, through direct donations goes to buying more kits and occasionally equipment, but mostly just kits. Very rarely do I need equipment. I have an Amazon wish list. As I said, Harold purchased some gift cards to buy a pre-order kit. That's coming in the mail. That'll be a thing I build in the future once it arrives. But I have a wish list on Amazon. If you buy something on that, you jump the queue. I don't build the other kits that I've paid money for. I build the kit you bought. I got some cheap Lego sets, some entry grade kits, which are the new line for model kits. I've got some Gunpla, high grades and master grades, and all kinds of different stuff. Oh, the crossbone full cloth is $52 right now. That's a good deal considering that it has been 60 something dollars. That's a good deal right there. But yeah, you buy it, it comes to me, I build it on stream. I've got some equipment at the bottom of the list. If you're like, I don't know what to buy there, do that. Again, I'm just going through just doing my reads, my ad break reads, and we'll get back to building. USA Gundam Store is an alternative to that. If you would rather support me through USA Gundam Store, I promise not to pre-order something from them and just buy something that's in stock. But you can buy a gift card there, and then you send me a DM on Twitter or a whisper on Twitch with that code that you got in your email, and then I buy something for USA Gundam Store, and you're helping a small business and you're helping me. That is an alternative. Let's see, what else do we have that I need to tell you about? Oh, I have a Discord. That's free. You can just join that. I post build photos at the end of every stream, let you know my progress. But you join my Discord, and that's a cool place. Also, I post videos of everything that I make there, including videos that I made that I want to tell you about. Most recently, the episode of Pat Bear's Anime Club. If you wanted to find out in one location the thoughts of all of my thoughts on all the fall anime that just wrapped up that season, I did a video on that. My next Pat Bear's Anime Club is coming out in a bit. It's a couple weeks because this one just came out on the 4th. My next one comes out on the 18th, and I will be giving you my thoughts on the the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, because they're doing the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and the let's see, Anime Awards. Let me just see where when those go live. Yeah, uh, the Anime Awards. The yes, so it's in February. The show is in February, but the voting starts January 15th. So on the 18th, I'll put up a new video because it goes from the 15th to the 22nd. So kind of in the middle of that, I'll put up a video that's like, "Hey, you got a few days left. Here's what I would nominate, and we'll do that." I wish that the voting was open for longer. That is a weird choice. The voting is only open for the 15th to the 22nd. Yeah, a full week. So that's kind of a bummer. I might put that video out early. I don't know. I might put it out a couple days early just to give people more time to see. Or maybe I'll do it like a point 0.5. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll put a bonus up because that video feels like usually I talk about the videos I make for like 2 weeks. That feels like it'll be weird to be like, it's closed, but you can go and vote. Let's see. Oh yeah, another video I did, a debut of a new series. Check out my new series, Baer With Me. Every Wednesday, I'm going to put a new episode of Baer With Me. Yesterday was the very first episode that came out. It is a reaction series. Every week I will put up a new video where it is me having a genuine, honest, real reaction to a video that I have not seen before. I will probably do some editing and chop it down. I apologize for the audio on this first episode. The balance isn't right. I'm much louder than the video, and I will do a better job of making that happen because the audio in my ear was louder than the audio for all of you. And I will fix that in future videos. But if you want to see me have some genuine reactions to some fun video stuff from the internet, you could also put links in the comments. You can give a description briefly if you want, and I will. Basically, all I do is I preview to set the audio level, like the first couple seconds of a video, and my goal is if the video is bad, I'm just not going to release it. If the thing that I'm reacting to, I'm like, this sucks, I just won't release it. I already had to do that a couple times. I recorded my next week's video, and there are a couple other ones that will not see the light of day because I just did not enjoy. I did not have fun reacting to it. Yeah, I think that's it for stuff. I gotta drink some water, and then we'll get into talking about some anime. And I'm gonna keep working on this while I talk to you about the animes. Bunch of stuff to talk about. Okay. So we're just going to right now. I'm going to talk about some anime and keep working on this. Let me check Twitter real quick. Just make sure. See. Brian Skinner apparently has worked on this on Twitter. Says the shovel versus apron caused me headaches for hours, which I could see. I could see that being a problem because they do look very similar. It's nice not to be alone. That yes, the apron and shovel are both very. You can see here, this color and this color are similar. This has a wood grainish to it, but that's probably hard to tell for every piece. All right, so I think we're going to try to build out, and instead of building up, I think that was the way to go. So we're going to try to build over into a tree, knowing that there is some sort of tree here. So I think that's what we're going to do. While I talk to you about anime. So we'll see. We'll start by just doing some clear blue, and then we'll mix in some blue greens as well. So no, that's not right. Black Clover. All right, so in the manga, the last chapter happened. There was some wrap-ups, or the last arc happened. There's some wrap-ups, and then they went to the Heart Kingdom. They met with the Heart Kingdom people, and then a big time dash happened. Now, in shonen anime, a time dash is when the people you have been facing, the people you will be facing, have been created in such a way that you cannot defeat them. They are too powerful for where you are currently at. Um, some shows make that very clear. Like One Piece has a time dash because like they're about to enter a place where these characters are too strong and they get really easily defeated by somebody, one person, and it's like, okay, we all have to go our separate ways for a while. We have to all get stronger. Then we're going to come back stronger than ever. Um, it's also a way to kind of like reinvigorate the fan base by doing variations of the character designs or progressing the story through age. A thing that often doesn't happen is or it rarely happens, I should say, is you rarely have the villains get any stronger, which is always an odd thing. Like they're just living the high life. Oh, hell yeah, look at that. We did that. That's nice. That was that top of the roof, or top of the chimney, is that piece. That's awesome. All right, so we know that there's going to be some green here and some blue, and we know there's going to be some green and blue there. But we can kind of see. Why don't we try that? Why don't we try to find the piece that goes here, since we have both sides of it. That might be good. It's going to be blue with some green on top, is basically it. A wide piece with that's blue, maybe not pure, maybe pure blue, but no, it should have some green in it if it's going to be there. But I don't know. Anyway, we had a time skip. Uh, there's a new opening song, which is kind of showing what some people look like. Basically, it's only been 6 months. This time skip is only 6 months, which is not that long. And everybody is basically the same. I'll tell you that. Almost everyone is pretty much identical. Like, Leo got a little taller. His haircut's different. A lot of people have, like, Noelle has new hair accessories. So she's, like, got bangs. So she's a little... she had bangs before, but they're different. So she's a little different. Everybody's, like... Some people are, like, slightly different. Some people don't look any different at all. Like, Luck, the guy Luck, he does not look different at all. There's nothing... To me, there was nothing different about that dude. Nope, that doesn't go there. Asta fucking got even more ripped. Here's the thing about Asta. He's always been a ripped motherfucking dude. That dude has always had all of the muscles because he had to train himself to be really good to carry his big-ass swords that he had to constantly use. I think this is right. This looks right. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to put that right there. I'm not sure. That might not be right. But yeah, dude's always had to have big muscles, and he had to always work hard. No, I think this is right. That does look right. Can't tell. Damn it. That might be right. See, that's the problem. Both these feel right, so I'm not going to put that in there. I'm trying to find this piece. Anyway, Asa got more ripped, y'all. He got that wrestler neck now. The kind of like, you know how Seth Rollins needs to have a beard because if he doesn't have a beard, he just has a neck that becomes his head. Asta's kind of got that. That thing where the neck just gets thicker, and then all your like shoulder muscles kind of like bleed into it. Asta just got like. He's just got more. He's just more now than he was. And, like, that's fine. It's fine that he's like that. But it was like, why did in 6 months he get shockingly more buff? The other thing that happens with Asta that fucking rules is that Asta can fly now. Sort of. The thing is, Asta has no magic, so he can't ride on Brock Lesnar shape. Yeah, a little bit slow bird. A little Brock Lesnar. Yeah, the thing is that, like, Asta hasn't been able to fly ever because he doesn't have magic, so he can't cast, he doesn't have a broom or anything to fly on. He's always needed a ride. But he doesn't need a ride anymore because he can throw one of his swords and use his anti-magic to propel the sword and fly like that. It's basically like the same reason where he can like channel his anti magic with the sword and then propel himself towards a power source, which he's done in the past. He's now been able to optimize that to allow him to push himself like towards something or other. Uh, it's nonsense. I will say he does crash when he does it, which is great. Is that he completely wipes out and he's like, oh, still not used to that, which is cool because we did just see him do like a crazy badass thing that you're like, holy shit, and then it's great. He's still Asta. Anyway, um, the Spade Kingdom, who are uh, yeah, it's a little like how Thor flies, Lashbrook, where Thor just throws his hammer and then he throws it so far that he is just being carried by it. Old school Thor, like he doesn't fly, he's just throwing Mjolnir. Yeah, it's a little similar to that. So it's not that he's flying; it's that he's riding the sword that he is pulling that is being pulled towards his destination. Um. Okay, so he does that because there's a mobile fortress that Asta wants to go mess up. Uh, the Spade Kingdom, who are the villains of this arc, they have shown up and they're like, hey, we've got this mobile fortress. It's how we're going to get through the zone to attack the Heart Kingdom because uh, we need to go through this area, this heavy magic zone. We'll just use that. Well, how does this magic fortress, this mobile fortress, this big thing on treads, how does it move? Well, by draining the life force out of people. So, a village they attacked on the outskirts of their kingdom, they're just like, hey, you don't have a lot of mana for us to brainwash you into being our soldiers. We're just going to use your life essence. I know you hate that, but tough shit that you're doing it. Um, So I kind of need one with like a little bit, like not like mostly green, and I do wonder if I even have that piece available. I don't think I have a piece that fits here in this. It's possible I do, but I don't see it because it's this weird W there. So I don't think it's there. So anyway, Asta shows up to go kick all their asses, and he does very quickly. There's a guy that uses like poison magic, and he's like, nobody fucks with me. But he definitely doesn't anticipate Asta having the ability to negate his magic and remove it so that he is no longer poisoned. But yeah, we say Noel uh, and Mimosa show up. Finral shows up. I think Finral's hair is a little different. I couldn't really tell. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna try to. Maybe I'll try to build up. Maybe I'll try to. Maybe we'll try that. I don't know. Make some progress. That doesn't fit there. That looks like it does, but it doesn't. But it looks like it would, but it doesn't. Because this is gonna be somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, uh, Luck and Leo go to the town where the people who are in this thing are from, and they liberate it by destroying the base that was there, which was very cool of them. Good job, guys. So that was real good. Ooh, do these go together? No, they look like they might. They don't. It's fine. That's not gonna be there. Let's see. Yeah, so they rescue everybody. Okay, so we see the strongest spade. This the trio, the dark trio or something. They're for the triad. I don't know. The most evil people, right, are here and are they're in the kingdom and they're talking and they need two mages in order to open the door. And so I assume one of those might be Asta because they said two arcane mages or level mages. One of those might be Asta because um, uh, he has all the swords and he has a demon in his book, so he might be the one. The other one is probably Nero because she can like unlock abilities and magics and stuff. So it might be literal. They say the key, but it also could be like Yami and the fact that he has dark magic that works well against demons, because maybe they're trying to pull a bait and switch on a demon. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, the usual like bullshit villain stuff, talking about vague things and whatever. Uh, oh, and then the episode ends with the guy who escaped the Spade Kingdom. He got through. He and a bunch of guys were like trying to get through the magic area. Um, he manages to get through the heavy magic zone and makes it to Hague Village, where Asta and Yuno were left as babies. And right before he collapses, he says the words, "Lord Yuno." We we probably figured that Yuno was like a prince. I didn't think he was the Spade Kingdom's prince, long lost prince, but like I figured he was probably a prince because like this is a clearly good looking dude. He was mysteriously orphaned. He had one of the magic stones, one of the elf magic stones. Uh, this has always kind of been the story of uh, the fact that Yuno would in another story would be the main character, but Yuno is not the main character of this story. Asta is the main character of the story. Like, it's kind of neat. I was like, okay, yeah, all right. He's a king. He's the mysterious, like the missing prince of this kingdom, the rightful heir. Sure. He got. Why is he with Yuno or Asta? Is Asta also from the Spade Kingdom? I don't know. Maybe, probably, because they're both, they were both orphaned together. I don't know. What I do know is we're going to talk about Laid Back Camp Season 2. Laid Back Camp Season 2 has started. Y'all, the good stuff is here. This is not the right piece, so we're not even going to worry about that. The good stuff is here. All right, I'm going to move on to trying to put Sky at the... We're going to be trying to build down from the sky. So we'll try to build down. I think that's the next plan of attack here. Um, uh, so this whole episode is mostly a flashback about Rin's first camping experience, because so we knew that Rin, the great solo camper, we knew that it all started when she was given a box from her grandpa with some of his old camping gear. So we knew that that's how she got into it, was that she inherited like the desire, basically, and it's something that's lived in their family, right? So we knew that. Well, now we get to fucking see it, and it's great. Um, this was before she had her scooter, so she gets a ride from her dad, and it's just like a day trip, basically. She's gonna camp by the lake that you could see Mount Fuji in the distance, and her dad is just gonna like hang out uh, in the lodge while she does it. So she read up, she knows how to put her tent together. She doesn't know how to start a fire. She's never started a fire before. So a guy happens to walk by, and she asks him for help. Well, we find out through conversation that her dad sent this guy down to help her out, because she's like, "Oh, I need this equipment. I don't have this stuff. I can't do this, right?" Um, and then she gets the fire going, no problem. She fucks up cooking her curry. She burns the bottom of the pan, messes up the curry rice. She's depressed and a little hungry, and very hungry. Her mom calls. Well, this is good, because her mom put some a cup noodle in the bag, um, in her backpack. So basically, her folks are like, they didn't just like, oh, this is what you have to do, this is what you have to do. They want to discover some things on her own, but also not make it a bad experience. They want to make sure it's still a good experience, which is, they're very good. This is nice. This is very sweet. I appreciate this very, very much. This is some good time stuff going on right here in this episode. Big fan of it. It's lovely. Just a lovely little episode of the show. Um, and she starts thinking about her next trip, right? Meanwhile, we see a young Nadeshko And she is riding bikes with a friend who I don't think we've ever seen anything about her before. We don't really see much of her in this, um, but we. Ooh, does that actually go there? It does go there. All right, yeah, I think that goes there. Let me just check a look here. That seems to be right. Okay, so this is going to be where it goes. Yeah, and there's some blue there. Okay, that does go right there. Great. Okay. Um, that's going to be a weird piece that goes in there. Uh, it's going to be a mostly green piece. I don't think there's going to be any blue in that. Okay, but that's good. That makes me feel better that I got that in there. And that goes there. Great. Yeah, so this is going to be almost all green, probably. Maybe a little bit of blue on the edge. I might not even have that piece. But that looks good. Okay, cool. Because now we can build across. Now that we got that, we can build across this, which would be great. Anyway, we see young Nadeshiko riding a bike, which lets us fast forward in time back to the present, where we see Nadeshiko of the present, and she's working her job. She's still got her part-time job, which means that we are picking up where we left off with the previous season, um, where she is working a part-time job, delivering letters around the holiday times. There's people send more letters at Christmas time in Japan, so people get temp jobs delivering those letters. Uh, she got the job from what's her name, Emmy or Anna, who works inside the place. They have lunch, which is very fun, and oh well, it looks like Anna might be thinking about getting some camping gear, which is very cute of her to kind of. She's got the bug. It seems like that rules, but she's still not going to join the club yet. She's not joining the outdoor club, uh, which is a shame. But maybe it'll happen. Maybe someday she'll join that club. Uh, let's see. That's going to be mostly green, dark green, and some blue at the bottom then. So green at the top. Let's see if there's anything else with this episode. Oh, this is kind of just like where they're at with their jobs and stuff. Uh, Chiaka, or Aki-chan, is busy at the liquor store, and she can't go camping. But there's people are going to be. Rin's going to go solo camping. Nadeshiko is going to go visit her grandma, where she's from, and everyone is going to get Chiaka some gifts because she's working. Rin is going to go New Year's Eve camping, which sounds pretty fucking cool. So she can see like the sunrise on New Year's Day, which is a neat idea. Is this the right piece? No, I don't know where that piece is going to go. So we'll just try to build off of it. This is going to be blue sky. So right here is going to be a lot of blue. So let's just try to get, some of the pieces here that are pure blue and try to line them up with the fact that we can get this corner here. So we need that. But yeah, this should be pure blue. And we'll just kind of see if we can find a piece that goes in there. Oh, I should say the opening theme. There's a new opening theme. It is the same singer who did the first one. I don't like this one as much as that one. It's still good. I just don't like it as much. But in the opening theme, or the opening song for Laid Back Camp Season 2, we do see, what's her name? Why am I blanking on her name? Oh, yeah, Aoi. Aoi's younger sister is in the opening animation. So I don't know if she becomes because I don't think she's in high school, but maybe she becomes a junior member of it or decides to go camping with them, which is cool. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, Rin's gonna go to a dog shrine, which is neat. That continues. Of course, she's still into going to dog shrines and seeing dogs. Um, she leaves early in the morning and accidentally runs into Nadeshiko, who gives her a cup of noodle. kind of making it full circle, I guess. I didn't expect this first episode to be a Rin origin story, but I love that it was. It was such a nice like way to start this new season with like a flashback. Um, Look, if you haven't seen Laid Back Camp, do yourself a favor, watch it. The first season's 12 episodes. It's a lovely show. It is chill vibes. Not every slice of life is chill, but this one is. Like sometimes slice of lives are like life and have their ups and downs and their dramatic moments and all that. This is not. This is cozy anime. This is the definition of a cozy anime show that is just all good vibes. Where it's just like Rin can solo camp and that's cool and good for her, and Nadesco can group camp with Aki and Ai, and that's cool. And Anna can do it on occasion, but isn't really like gonna do it that much, and that's fine, and it's all good. Uh, it's just got a lot of like, hey, your way is right too, and I love it for it. Uh, all right, I'm not gonna give you every moment of Heaven's Design Team, but I will tell you, this is a fucking funny and creative show. Heaven's Design Team, it seems really, really good. Uh, wow, yeah, I think it is very fun, and I think that you will like it. Basically, here's the premise. You know, like the Bible, you know, says God created the heaven and the earth and the seas and all this other, all that, and like on this day he did this, and on this day he did that. Well, when he got to doing all the animals, God was like, "Oh, this is a lot of work. Fuck. Um, well, I'm just gonna outsource it." So this is Heaven's Design Team. These are the people that have been tasked with creating all the animals, and then God approves them. Basically, God is a client. He's the only client of this design firm, and they are creating animals. And it's pretty fucking cool. Um, I will say there is a Shidoma, Shimoda. Shimoda is the go-between. He's an angel. He just wears like a business suit, and on the back there's like wings. Considering some kind of the animals, that makes sense. Yeah, he has like basically like wing pattern on the back of it, and then if you see his collar has like it's kind of like feathered, and that lets you know this is a new angel. He's a new angel assigned to be the go-between, and he's there to like help out and give feedback and then let them know if their designs have improved or not. So there's a design team, and I don't know their characters' names. I just wrote down their character traits for now. Maybe I'll learn their names right now, whatever. And there's an engineer that kind of makes prototypes. And it's a pretty fun idea. I think it's a cool premise. Let's see. Uh, uh, so like God will give them like an idea and they have to build off of it and like prototype it. Like he's like, I want an animal that eats leaves that are really high up. And they're like, okay. Um, well, there's one guy, the old guy who kind of runs the thing. He designed the horse, and that's a winner. Which is and so a true thing of advertising is sometimes people. Well, I think I saw a few panels of the manga of this pretty good idea. Yeah, I think it's a fun idea. So he designed the horse, right? So a lot of his ideas are now horse based because he had a winner with the horse. So he's like, well, if the horse was good, I could probably come up with something that is horse like and will also be good. Which is clearly, obviously, not going to work every time. But he's like, I don't know, stick with what works. So he's always pitching that. Then there's another guy who likes to really think outside the box. He's dressed like a Steve Jobs type. He's got the glasses and like the long sleeve, not collared shirt. Um, but he's like he wants to think outside the box for this stuff. There's a guy who always suggests very simple ideas. He likes kind of cute, simple, fun things. Well, there's a guy who likes cute things. This guy just likes simple things. And the engineer makes prototypes. Oh, there's a lady who's obsessed with beauty. She created birds. She's very proud of her birds. But she's definitely into that stuff. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, okay. Uh, the engineer shows up, and she's just like, "Hey, stop trying to make the Pegasus happen. A Pegasus can't happen. Though there's no way I can make the wings for this thing." And the guy's like, "Oh, but a horse is so cool. A flying horse would be great." She's like, "Yeah, I can't do it." Um, so let's see. Oh, there's also a guy. This is the character that I'm the least interested in. He's a guy that's really obsessed with how things taste because good tasting animals are important. And it's just kind of a weird thing to be in this show. But like, okay, sure, you want things to taste good. Okay, dude, sure. Um, let's see. Okay. So they mess around with a lot of ideas, and they like the idea of a long necked or a long legged deer, and they compromise it, and then they add some horse features. Because you gotta add some horse features. They add a little sparkle to it, a little pizzazz, and boom, giraffe. And then God approves the giraffe. Because the giraffe is, in their minds anyway, in the anime's minds anyway, a giraffe is a tall deer, uh, uh, with the long necked deer with horse features. Uh, and it's like, okay, sure. And then anytime they introduce a new animal, the commercial break kind of thing is a short little segment where they kind of talk through. This is not the right piece. I keep trying to make this piece work because it looks like it should, but that's not how this works. Um, anyway, there's a they do this like little like thing with like real photos, I should say, actual photos of the animal they're talking about and facts about it given by the cast, and that is a cool little thing. So it is kind of educational. You could argue it's not the most educational anime that came out today, but it is educational. Um, let's see. Okay, then there's a TED Talk, like a TED Talk like presentation by the guy that thinks outside the box, and he talks about how he developed the snake, which is he's very proud of. Well, they the problem is the snake is too good at eating eggs from birds, so they got to make birds better because they made the snake too good. So there's a lot of talk about how they can do that. I've really hit a stumbling block here. So there's a lot of talk about ways to make this snake uh, to make that better. I like when they did the little zoo breaks in Kimono Friends. Yes, it's a cool little feature. It's a cool little part of the show. Um, so anyway, they're now like, ooh, is that it? That looks like it might be it, but it doesn't fit quite right, so it's not it. But this is the right shape. This is what I'm looking for. So maybe it's this one, which is very similar to that one. Nope. And nope. It is very similar. So maybe it's like, so this is what I'm looking for. Something like this. Um, anyway, there's a whole thing because the lady who developed birds is like, hey, I got to make birds better. I need to upgrade birds. And this is back and forth. While they're doing it, they also uh, come up with a new version of frogs. Because there's a whole thing where God is like, there are some animals that God is like, yeah, you can make more variations to this, like birds, like frogs. They're always like, basically the guy's like, we're always looking for new birds, which is a fun way of saying like why there's some animals you don't see multiples of. Then there's the guy who likes cute things. Um, is he has designed a an anteater, which is great. And also, we know why the anteater has a defense and all that. They go to Galapagos, which is basically like the White Room in the Matrix. Galapagos is the name for their place where they can test things. Does this go here? It does go there. Oh, that makes me feel good having a piece that just fit there. Oh, that fit there, and that makes me feel better because I've had quite a while here with no pieces fitting in this area. So to have that feels good. Because, yeah, I just have not been able to find the piece that goes here. Because it should be just pure white. I have not been able to find it. So, yeah, so he makes the anteater, and then also he wants to make a version of the anteater that has better defenses. So he makes the armadillo. And did I know that the armadillo and the anteater are very similar and cousins? I did not fucking know that. I had no idea. This show taught me a thing, and that rules. I love that this anime taught me something about that anteaters are the cousin of armadillos. Jay Bonnie, this is 1,000 pieces. We are currently working on a section. You can see here. We did some of the of the edge, but today I've been working on the roof here, and I've been working on the skybox here. That has been kind of today's challenge. But yeah, this is 1,000 piece. It is an ambitious choice on my part. We'll just see how it goes. But yeah, I will say. Oh, and also that those animals got approved. Heaven's Design Team, I'm going to keep watching. This is a very cute show. I'm enjoying it very much. I'll jump to quickly just say that Anime Kapibarasan, which is a shorts, it's just a tiny little short thing. It is for kids, but it is super cute, and I do enjoy the show. Today's episode of Anime Kapibarasan, we met Kapichi, which is an old, like, people call him Grandpa. He's an old capybara. He's brown with white eyebrows, and he knows the names of a bunch of things, but he doesn't remember what they are. He messes up the meanings of words, so he'll be like, "Oh, that's a daisy," and it's like, "That's not a daisy." And he's like, "Oh, sure." He's like, "Yeah, okay." So he's just an old capybara. This is nice. This is cute. Okay, so I am going to be watching Cells at Work Season 2, which is Cells at Work, 2 exclamation points. First season had 1 exclamation point. Second has 2. I am not planning on watching um, uh, the side series to Cells at Work. Cells at Work, Code Black. That is another show. I am not interested in watching that. If that's your jam, go for it. Enjoy. Go with it. Have fun with that series, but that is not something that I am interested in partaking of because it is the dark series in a different body and the bad things that happen in that body because things are not going great in that other body, and I just don't want that. I don't want to watch it. I'd rather watch the light, fun, comedy-ish action show than I would want to watch the one that is dark. That is my choice. So anyway, I'll try to get through this pretty quickly. Let's see, where do we start with that? Okay, we got a new opening theme. Man, there's no horns in it. It still has the red blood cell and the white blood cell singing, which is great because that is fantastic in the first show. What the fuck? There's no horns. This is not a ska song. The first season was a ska song. How you gonna do us like that? Very disappointed. Bad job. Bad job. They should feel bad for doing a bad job. I wonder if this is wrong and that is what's going on here. It could be that these are wrong because these are identical almost. So what if these are wrong? No, that doesn't look right. And that's transition. Nope, that's not right. Okay, so these were right. But I did have to look because they just look so similar that I was like, maybe I put these in the wrong order, and that's why I haven't been able to find a piece that goes in here. But I can't. I just can't find that piece. But we're going to keep looking as we talk about Cells at Work Season 2. All right, so We've got our white blood cell. We've got our red blood cell. Our white blood cell runs into a platelet. The platelets are the little kids. They're like the kindergartners. Um, we meet a white blood cell that we've talked to before, but they haven't really communicated. Uh, she's called backwards Cap because the hat she wears is backwards. So that's what they call her because they don't, the platelets don't have numbers. They just have nicknames. Like all the red blood cells and all the white blood cells have numbers associated with them. But uh, okay, so yeah, that puzzle is from U.S. Apology. They often have looser pieces or false positive matches, says Brozard. Yeah, I'm feeling a few false positives here and there. We did have a thing. We had a thing where there was a missing piece up here, and I didn't realize there was a missing piece until I found it. Where does this go? Because it looked like it was fine. That's bad. But we're figuring it out. We're doing our best with it. Uh, we're making do. Um, so uh, backwards Cap uh, isn't strong enough. She can't handle it. She wants to get stronger. She wants to get better grip strength, and do a better job. And she gets encouragement from White Blood Cell. I did the old NES Legend of Zelda puzzle by them, and I had legit had a couple edge pieces in the wrong place. Ugh, that is frustrating. Um, yeah, that is a very frustrating thing to run into. Uh, all right, so they run into a red blood cell. It's a nice little reunion because red blood cell and white blood cell haven't seen each other in a while, so it's nice that they get a chance to say hi. And then they're in the head, and it is something is gone wrong, but it's not a. There's no wound, so white blood cell can't do anything. It is the head got damaged, so there's internal bleeding. Uh, and they have trouble working together. The platelets. So then I'm going to try to say this name right, y'all, and I'll do my best. Mega Kerocyte is the thing that is the cell that produces platelets. So Mega Kerocyte shows up, and she is characterized like, 'cause obviously everyone is characterized as a different thing. She is characterized as like a no nonsense like babysitter, kind of drill sergeant ish, but the like whatever. She's doing her thing, and she's like, hey, the platelet that does the best is gonna get a gold medal. So then Backward Cap ends up falling, trying to get the last collagen agent that gets dropped. They need one more. Everyone rallies together to help her up. They all work together. Um, and she's just like, well, some people did this and they didn't do that. Well, I don't know who gets a gold medal. All of you get gold medals, and everyone got a gold medal. And while this wasn't an episode about the red blood cell or the white blood cell, it was a very cute episode, and I didn't mind it. This almost felt like episode like 14, because I think the first season was 13 episodes. It almost felt like that instead of the start of season 2, but I don't mind it because it was lovely. I just thought it was a cute episode. Um, but yeah, I kept all the other characters involved, and it was just a feel good episode. So I will be continuing to watch that. What I will not be continuing to do is stream today. We're done. And I have an announcement. I'm also done doing this because I hate it. Holy shit, I hate this. I hate this. I have never given up on anything on this stream. I have tried things, doing, using liquid cement, doing papercraft. We built a wrestling belt out of foam core and cardboard. I've started doing like line work on stuff, doing panel lining. This sucks. Our progress tonight was these pieces and this. This is our progress tonight. 1, 2. I'm gonna count. I'm literally gonna count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. And like 27. 27 pieces we did in 2 hours, and obviously I talk about other things and I do other things. But in that time, I did about 27 pieces out of a, and we did more. I got edge. We did more. It's not like that's the only thing I did, but that's how much I did in tonight's stream. So either this is going to take 3 months, or I'm not going to do it anymore. And the answer I have chosen is I'm not going to fucking do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Um, it didn't break me, but it does feel like this will, one, I think everyone is going to get sick of this shit because I'm already sick of it. And y'all have more patience than I do because you put up with me. Um, and two, like, so what? Why? Why? You know, you build a model kit, it looks cool, so on Saturday, I'm building this entry grade Goku. Hey, it's Goku. It's an entry grade Goku. I want to build this because I think this is the in between of the Deku from that required a lot of stickers. This requires 2 stickers. Um, and this is and of course the RX-782, which was a really fun build, which is the best entry grade. I built, I built 2 that one I really liked, one I didn't really like. I think this will probably be in the middle, but I want to build this. So that's what I'm going to do on Saturday. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to do a poll to let my $10 patrons decide what I work on after that, because I feel like that's going to take less than 2 hours. Yeah, 10,000 pieces is a lot. I bit off more than I could chew. I should have bought a puzzle that wasn't 1,000 pieces. You'd have to do the sky in your own time to make the rest of it more interesting. I think I'd have to do a lot of this in my own time to make it. I'd have to do like sections and then start putting them together on stream. I'd have to like lie and be like, oh yeah, now we're going to work on this. And then just like magically have the pieces together to do it instead of what I was doing tonight, which was this wasn't too hard and then this was impossible. But yeah, we're gonna raid. Oops, we'll go here. We're gonna raid a stream. Uh, Save the puzzle for when the internet goes down, like a whole week. Yes. So I'm not gonna throw this away, but I am gonna just for what's going on here? Oh, okay. Um, I'm not gonna throw it away. The red pieces may be easy to find, just part of the few flowers. Yeah. So, uh, I'm not gonna throw this away or anything. I'm just done doing this on stream because it doesn't. It I did not enjoy the last 2 streams, and I want to love Build with Baer Workshop because I want to love it. I genuinely love my time here. Y'all are great. I was just having a very bad time, and also part of it is the fact that we just started doing panel lining, and I'm like, and that's been really fucking cool. So I kind of want to do more of that. Um. Anyway, uh, we're gonna go raid Mary Kish, and Nina, because they're. I'm gonna put the volume down there, because they're playing uh, Silent Hill Downpour. So we're really gonna change things up and get even more horror. This would become a puzzle channel before the project will be finished. Yeah, and I don't want to be a puzzle channel. I wanted to do something different and new, but that different and new thing turned out to be bullshit, so we're not doing it anymore. Hang in there, Pat. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing I really want to stress is I'm not like, uh, I'm not super, like, sad about it. I'm not, like, bummed about it. I'm just, like, aware that this is not something I want to continue doing. I almost made a panel lining joke about the puzzle a while ago. You can just print out the box art and draw puzzle pieces. Yikes, my channel is a puzzle channel. But that's the thing. I want this to be a model kit channel where we did something different for a little week. I was like, this will take a week. I honestly thought that I would be done on Saturday. I'm wrong. I'm very wrong. I'm very wrong. So anyway, thanks so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening to my somewhat impassioned plea to like that we're just not doing this. We're just not doing this. We're just not doing it anymore, folks. I will take a photo of all my progress and we'll be done. Thanks everybody for being here. My next stream is on Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, where we will do the Goku, and then we will, because we'll take that won't take long because I want to do that one, and then my $10 patrons are going to decide what I build after that. Look forward to more model kits and Lego stuff, and thanks for watching. Let's go raid Mary. We'll give it a second there. So feel free to come along in this raid. Thank you all for sticking with me here in general and letting me try something different. And hey, it's good to know that this is not something I want to do on the channel. You got to try some stuff sometimes. So thanks so much for being here. I'll see you in the next Build with Baer. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye.